Hi everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So today, instead of a process video or tutorial, I wanted to do a flip through for my something Victorian, because I was looking at this journal thinking, this journal looks Victorian. So here is the finished product of our labors. This is my Victorian something challenge, and it's also my challenge for what Mags had challenged me to do, which was a junk journal from scratch. And again, I don't like calling my journals junk anymore, because I don't use a lot of trash. I don't use a lot of junk. The only thing I really used that was considered junk was the base of my cover. Everything else was vintage ephemera, hand-dyed papers, fabrics, trims, everything. So it was definitely a scratch journal. Maybe that's what I'll start calling my journals, scratch journals. So anyway, let's get started. So here's the cover, and we did this pretty draping material on the front, and then we've got the necklace. Somebody pointed out this looked like a dress neckline to them, so that could be that. This is an antique doily that I got at one of the antique shops up in Flagstaff, all crocheted. The closure is made from 2 eyelets I did on the sides, and then I've got the crinkle seam binding like I had mentioned to you guys that I was going to do. I do like these kind of closures. I think they're fun. Okay, so let's jump in. Here's the inside. So we have this envelope that we made from our jelly print, and inside here, I was going to say I think I put something. We have this little little card. It's actually a sticker, I think. Yeah, but I thought it was cute. This book belongs to. And it's a little vintage card that was given to me in my Happy Mail from Laura. And this little guy was on my desk. It's just a stamp inside one of my coin envelopes that I painted and put the metal frame on, and I just kind of thought it looked cute here next to this, this area for the pocket, and it matched, and so I put it in here. So here is one of the CDs that we made months ago, and then here's a journal card, and it's made with handmade. This is out of my book, one of my vintage books, and then this, of course, is all hand-dyed, and I made this. This is on the back. Here is the jelly print on the book page. Okay, and then this is a hand-sewn ruffle. Well, I wouldn't say hand-sewn, machine-sewn, but I sewed it. You know what I mean? And then over here we have another ruffle, and I've left this space for writing. There is over 100 pages of writing room in this journal. Here's a book page, Sweden and Norway map. And then this is just for, fun, for the effect. We've got some stamping here. And this is another book page out of a Victorian. This was a Victorian era book I bought that Tina had showed on her channel, and I really liked. And so I got online and found it. Some more paper to write on. And over here we have 2 little pockets. And then this here is just some vintage ephemera I received from Miss Laura, I believe. I have some other ephemera in here that is from other things. This I got at the antique shop up in Flagstaff. Okay. And then over here we have one of our lace fabric pockets, and inside there is a postcard. I have put quite a few of my vintage postcards in here. I scanned all of them. I probably will be making a digikit. They are all definitely out of print. I didn't put anything in this side. I have put stuff in almost all of them, but I decided to leave a few things open like I like to do. This is another one. I left this open. It's a pocket here, okay? And then here we have a little tag. I didn't put any frills on it or anything. This journal feels pretty full. It's very, very chunky, and I didn't want to add too much more chunk. This is one of the pages that we sewed together the other day, and then I did just a little random stamping around the edges just to give it some effect, more writing space. And then here we have one of the little paper clips we made together. I've put all 3 of those in here. And then we have writing page there, our little hidden writing space. And then I did this so that I could keep these closed. And I thought those looked really good in this journal. Over here we have a tuck spot and a little tag. Okay. As you can see on some things, I left the jelly prints alone so that you could see them. I liked them. I thought they were pretty. I didn't cover them completely throughout the book. More coffee dyed, or this is tea dyed paper. And then over here I have a couple of vintage recipe pages. So there's some Chinese pepper steak, Flemish carbonades or carbonadas, New England chuck roast, Chinese beef and pea pods, teriyaki steak, flank steak in mushroom soup or sauce, and flank steak in Creole. So yeah, I thought those were fun. And these are very old pages from a cookbook that I was given sections of it in a one of the orders I did with the lady that I get my lace from and stuff. And then here's another one, Bluebird for Happiness, and this is from Miss Grace, or it's to Miss Grace Hakey in North Collins, New York, back in 1914. So can you see that? So yeah. Many happy birthday wishes to my dear Frag. I don't know. It says Frag. Maybe that was her nickname. Frog. Maybe it says Frog. I don't know. Yeah, Frog. So that must have been her nickname. Okay, so there we go. And then again over here we have the other one. I did this, another little bookmark. And of course, just pull that down and they can write in it. I kind of liked putting these in here. And then this here on the front of this is a piece of vintage lace. It's very old. It's from it's from a handkerchief I got up at the antique shop in October. And we have more of the paper from the book page. And then from the coin book, and it's a notes page. Over here we have some people come into our lives and quietly stay, others stay for a while, leaving footprints in our hearts, and we are never the same. This is a cutout, fussy cut from a book. And of course, this is our, we did this that day with the embossing folders. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful, cherished, I love you. This is one of the backgrounds for our our gel print. I have digis on the brain, you guys. I miss my digitals, I'll be honest. Okay, and then we have photos here again. This is Redfish Lake up in Sawtooth Mountains, Idaho. And then we have this little journal card. And one more little tag here. Okay, and then over here we have, I made these with just board, like from a cereal box, and then coffee dyed paper, and I stamped it with my my postcard stamp and distressed it, and that's it. And then here we have an image out of one of my book pages. It's very pretty. It's a country scene. Farm workers going up into the back into the town. And this is a pocket, just friends, one of God's sweetest gifts, moments. Everything in here I've either hand punched, hand stamped, whatever. So I stuck to the rules. I stuck to the rules of the challenge. So this is, I just loved this. I love this picture. Okay, so I just put this in here for sheer beauty. She's in her garden. This is from one of my vintage book pages. And I just cut it out. She's got her Bible in her lap. She's knitting. And it says, and now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. 1 Corinthians 13:13. And I just really love that image. So that's just going to be there for them to enjoy. More writing space, more writing pages, and more book pages. Okay. And then over here we have a side pocket. Okay, and inside is another one of our gel prints, and I just did some fun stamping and distressing with the green ink and the purple, and this is all from stamping. Okay, and then this is all stamped around the edge here. This side, I like this pocket. It has a little belly band that's holding this little journal card. And these are all book images out of my books. And then this one is Paris, and it's a little tag with some sari silk. Okay. Very long, tall tag. Over here is more writing paper, and then we have one of our pockets again. And inside is another one of my vintage postcards. This one is 1918. See? February 1st, Mrs. Alex Graham. So, from Russell. Just a line to let you know we as often thinking of you. Hope you are getting along well. Getting along well. Drop us a line sometime with best wishes to you all from Jim and Cora Russell. So, isn't that very cool? And I just thought it was a beautiful picture on there, and it looked pretty in this pocket, this little tuck. And then on this side, I've just put a few little pieces of vintage things here. Let's see. I thought this was so cute. This came out of Laura's stuff. This is the dairy. It's like a cover for your coffee, a little lid from way back in the day. And then we have a ticket from Mainline Webster Avenue in White Plains North. It's a transit ticket from 1948. And then here is another little ticket from the National Heritage presentation of the Gettysburg Hall of Presidents, 75 cents. So that's kind of high. I bet that was from like the 70s or something, 75 cents. There we go. And then over here, this is kind of a fun page. We have a card that these both say joy. Now this was made from cardstock, and then I covered it with the embossed folder paper that I did, okay, and did a little bow and did this all by hand. These are all hand stamped. If you look close, I used a nail polish, opalescent nail polish, and then on the back they can write on the back of here because I made some lines for them, and that tucks right under there. And then when you lift this underneath, you have some writing space. Oops. You have some writing space here. Can you guys see, like on the flip? Also, you have another beautiful pocket made with our embossing folder paper. And then just a book page image. And then inside here, some more. And it's just a pretty little stamped image with another vintage book page image there on that journal card, and that just flips back down, and there you go. Isn't that cute? And then on the back of this one, we have one of those envelopes we made the other day. I didn't put anything in here or in here. This is a pocket. Like I said, I do like to leave some space for people to add things to their journals. I don't like to fill them completely. This is those double envelopes that we made together the other day. Well, we made a bunch of different things. This is one of them. All out of our jelly print paper. So if you're wondering what can I do with my jelly prints, anything you want. That's what. They're awesome. I got some really good coffee dye here and tea dye. Okay, this page is on that handmade paper. It's just for writing. I thought it was cute to have the Paris there, and then hope on the back. This side is another one of our pocket tucks, and this is from, this was the Basilica of Lipia restaurant in Roma, 1956. Isn't that cool? So very cool restaurant there in Rome. It's kind of big for this little spot here, but it does work because the material will move, so the lace will move. And then on this side, I took, this was from Laura's packet that she gave me, and it's just an empty, it's just an envelope matching stationery paper. Oops, there we go. Just thought that was pretty and would be a nice little addition for them if they wanted to write a note to somebody or just to themselves, you know. Okay, and then here's the third one we did together is our little clip. And I did this because if you move this, this lifts up and you have all this writing space underneath. And then it comes back down. You have handmade a little card. It's got a little pen and ink, quill pen and ink in a jar there, and hand dyed, all that goodie, all those goodies there. Doily. I couldn't think of the word. Coffee dyed doily. And this fits right on here to just hook this to right where it belongs and keep it down. Because otherwise this little flip down kind of flaps all over the place. And yeah, we don't want that. There we go. Okay. More writing paper, more book page. Lots of writing space in this book. A lot. This one is kind of cool. This is Queen Victoria and her husband, and I can't think of his name. I'm sorry. I don't know my history very well, do I? This is a book page, book image that I just covered over cardstock and made it into a pocket. Okay, and then another one of those little postcards. Okay. And then over here we have a lovely lady in, she's in a long black skirt and like a tie and suspenders. I just thought she looked cute. Remember, I've hand stamped all that, and this is sewn. And then we have this fun tag, tall tag, Delights Dairy Milk Chocolates. This is from Laura, and that fits right in there. And then I have some of the sari silk. I made a bow for that. This has a little front pocket here. I didn't put anything in, but I did do a thumb hole so you can see. Okay, this one is, to be all that is possible, we must attempt the impossible. To be all that we can be, we must dream of being more. This was one of the little, just little strips of paper that were stamped in Laura's package for me. And I just distressed it green to make it match the background. This is one of my little hand-drawn, I just drew these little flowers and painted them in. And then on the inside you have your two pockets. I did not put anything in again or here, but there is a pocket here in the front. Like I said, I like to give space to people to put things in for themselves. This is their journal. So we have more book page and more writing space and that beautiful handmade paper. And then just a little ruffle here in the corner. I thought it was cute. And then over here, this is kind of cute. This is the United States Patent Office. And it's a picture of a sewing machine, and all the parts to it are listed or named here, like what they would, shortcuts to what they are, C11, C1, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure what this was to, but I'm sure it came in someone's machine or something like that. Okay. Like a chart, you know how you get a key to stuff. I can't think of the word I'm trying to find. And then there's more writing space. And if you happen to like this pattern, these were avocado dyed papers on top of a dark blue sheet, and the blue bled from that sheet into the papers and made them those cool different stripes and stuff. So this one is the one that will open, and when you go inside, you've got We've got 2 journal cards, one here. Oops. Then you've got a tag. Then you've got another tag on this side and another journal card. Okay. And I did pretty much the same thing on both sides. Okay. And that just closes back up like that. Over here in this pocket, we have another one of our postcards. This is Valley Forge, George Washington's bedroom. Okay. And then here we have another pocket. This was a collage of our gel prints. They were the ones that didn't turn out good. I kept them and I collaged on top of this piece of cardstock to make this pocket. Okay, and then the inside is another beautiful little card, and it's from 1909. And this one has the language of flowers, sweet pea, wish you joy. Okay, and that tucks right into there. And again, we've got the handmade ruffles. I did those. More writing space. And then another CD, and I did this one, I think I did this one on my own the other day, or with you guys when we were on camera. And inside here's another sweet little card from 1903. So yeah, this one's, what, 120 years old. It's very, the paper's, you know, different. You can feel it's just a weird type of thin cardstock. And it's got all this handwriting on it in pencil that just blends, and just beautiful handwriting. I'm not really sure what all of it says. But anyway, I just thought it looked really cool. And then this is our back pocket. We've got one last little journal card with a little bit of bling on it and a little pretty flower. And that's it, you guys. There's our pocket we did together the other day, and I hope that you guys like my Victorian contribution to our Something Victorian, and that you also enjoy the journal itself, and the process we went through for our a journal from scratch. I just realized when I post this on Tuesday, I still have 2 more videos that I haven't shown you guys that are coming up on Thursday and Friday. So I am going to take back that this is my something challenge for Victorian, because I'm going to post this on Saturday instead. So you guys are probably going to be really confused until you get to the end of this video. I will put it in the description. My faux pas. It's because of the timing of how we do our video. I mean, how I've done the videos. And I had it finished and I thought, oh, I'll put it in as the something Victorian. But yeah, I'll probably mention in Tuesday's video, because I haven't recorded it yet, that that I made this mistake. So you guys will be aware of it. Okay. Anyway, I love you so much. I hope you like the journal. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.